go for it. I'm just gonna restart here.
Yeah, it's like I'm trying to work towards a new computer, but it's like bills are eating up my paychecks every time, and it's just I hate bills. I really do.
Bills, yeah, they're not the fun. For me, it's like, well, I mean, right now it's not too bad. I had car expenses though a few weeks ago, and that was a little bit annoying. I was driving, I actually have a pretty okay car. It's not like the best thing on the planet. It's a 2009 Honda Fit. It's I know it sounds like a little chick car, but the thing gets almost 40 miles to the gallon, so I'm really happy about that. And but
Yeah, it's real good.
but yeah, I came up from a trip to Boston, and I'm like, something smells, kind of bad. Oh, gee, I hope that isn't my car. And then, like, still smelling it, like, 20 minutes later. But I was, like, just, like, a block down the road, so I figured, okay, well, I'll just pull in, I'll flip under the hood. Ooh, dead crawler there. These swords are doing some work right now. But,
With only being two of them.
yeah, I mean, well, that's it. These sword damage, too. Plus, they had the right crawler focus. Ink just not really getting any solid stickiness to any particular sword. And also leaving his weak crawlers exposed for just too long periods of times.
Tower was neutral this whole time, and Ink has the time. Okay, nice job. He's got that crawler sitting at tower, and he takes control of it. That's really good.
It is good.
I feel that was a waste of bomb. He could have saved that for miners.
Could have saved the bomb, or what I would have liked to see is I would have liked to see the bomb at least run at the other sword that was trying to just go bank and let the crawlers eat the one that's trying to contest tower. So it would have opted for just some more presence and stage control. And of course, if Rage never shows up with any more swords, he could continually just run that weak sword down into the end of his existence. Yeah.
Ooh, here we go.
Ink has the right idea, but just not the just lacking some mechanical steps after he gets the bombers in. So he's really smart about the bomb use here, but the crawler use is very weak.
Yeah, he lost a lot when he didn't. He could have done all that and not lost anything.
Exactly. Well, like what I like to do, right, is I go in, and sometimes I just take the crawlers out and I just run the bomb straight in, because the bombs honestly do a lot of the work, and then afterwards I can judge if I want to go in with the crawlers, or I have a pick like that I have envisioned in my head, and if I land that, then I take the crawlers out. But either way, I usually just disengage with the crawlers flat. I don't try to sit them there and try to rotate new targets. He gets all those.
Oh, this archer is deep.
Archer's deep, but Archer is not going to get punished right now, at least right yet. And the crawler's also
Didn't pick up a single crawler there.
Nope.
Wow, okay. Why are these bombers in front? Get those bombers from not being in front, please. Thank you.
He does
Why
that.
is that bomber in front? Move that bomber. Thank you. I was questioning the whole time. Why are these bombers in front? Alright, let's see this archer rush. Ooh, okay, he splits. He focuses them all on one. We should have put one towards the archer. He ran towards the tower.
Honestly, I don't think it was worth to throw the bombers out in general. Like, look at how many swords he has. Yeah.
This dead's just gone.
He honestly.
This is what he should have saved the. This is what he should have saved the bombers for. Yeah. He's making more though. This is a smart idea, but that dead is still gone.
When you see that many swords, it's actually not worth to try and bomber rush the archers at that point. Especially if you already got the deads, it's better to save the bombers for the swords. Because the deads will start poisoning the swords, and that while the initial dead damage doesn't weaken the swords, the poison will kill the swords. And that's all you need. You just need to keep the deads alive and to prevent the swords from clapping out the dead units. But deads are still dead here. He's still going to just try and...
What's Ink's opponent's name? Because I literally have to watch the stream at 160p, so the quality is like terrible.
This is Ink13570I versus GoRageOrGoHome2.
Okay, I'll just call him Rage. But something Rage will need is 3 archers and 3 merrics, and he will win.
Well, we've got 1 spear, and have the 3 archers. Ooh,
we just need the 3 merrics now. We're seeing a lot of bombers here. Let's see if he's... Stop! Don't put the bombers in front. Okay.
I'm seeing a
There we
lot
go.
of bomber misplay, in my opinion.
No! Why would you throw them into the spear? You freaking... Yeah, I can't, what? The spear doesn't give a fuck if you put all the bombers into him. You're just gonna go straight forward anyway. Doesn't matter if the burn damage is worth. You lost your jug at the same time Rage lost his spear. That arch is totally poisoned.
Oh, man.
But seriously, if you run bombers into a spear, that spear will not give a shit. He'll just shake off the burn and just keep fighting.
Hold on, we have a special... We have a special message coming in from Manipulation. He says, "Remember, this is a 1 point." Yeah, you know, we know these. We can still, we're still at liberty to discuss optimization with controller.
A 1.8K matchup? You know what? Bullshit. Because when I was at 1.8K, I was better than this. I have bragging rights, actually. I can say that.
All right. Well, besides the bragging rights, though, we can just focus on the game.
So with poison, let the poison archer die. Oh, his Merrick was there, but it came too late. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Ink is preparing the... Does he have a Medusa out? I see Poison Pool being researched, but I didn't see if he executed Medusa.
He does not have a Medusa. I honestly think he got Poison Pool because he's going to be loading the Medusa now, and the Medusa takes 30 seconds, whereas the actual pool, I can't see it anymore. I think the pool to load takes like a full minute or something, like ridiculously long.
Actually, I don't think it's. I think Puddle comes out pretty fast.
I've loaded my Medusa with Puddle, and I've popped my Medusa out, and then I've looked to Puddle and realized I still don't have it. I'm pretty sure the Puddle queue time is longer than the Medusa queue time. But here we go. Archers and Merrics, though, they're doing a lot of work right now. Ink ran his Juggers in, too. Oh, but he's got the Ghost coming out. Ink's got to turn it around. He does.
Okay, alright.
He needs to, yep, there he goes. He pushes the spear back.
Nice.
Ink going for a giant here. Rage.
Rage.
Going for getting a lot of his archers poisoned. Yikes. Gets a Merrick hit. Ooh, takes out the Medusa, though.
These are not...
Interesting trade, actually. That trade is actually really good for both players, so it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. Ink's gonna have the pressure, though, with holding tower. That's honestly... He lost the Medusa, but taking out a Merrick is actually really big because he can't do the Merrick desyncs. He can't do heal cure. Now he can only opt to either cure or heal. So when he lands all these mass poisons, it really hurts Rage.
It's gonna eat them all.
However, Rage with double spear, he's coming out.
He's barely pulling the goal for spears, though.
Ink in really deep. He got loaded the giant, but then he sent his deads into the engage.
You don't do that. You don't do that. You fall back when you see that new Spiriton.
He has the giant out now, though.
But he lost his tower control. Yeah. He's at least done a lot of deads.
Can he get it back, though? He has some deads alive. There's still a few deads open on the Z plane, I think. But the giant's coming in here with a lot of health, I think. Is that even... health too? That's not even. He doesn't even have. This is just tier 1 right now. This is just tier 1. The Jug's gonna force the Merrick off tower. Ink's gonna look to reclaim tower here. I think he's just gonna settle for reclaiming tower. I like that.
I like the idea of making the Jugs underneath the giant because Ink understands he's not really in a position to get a second giant right now. But I say the best way to win this is to just out tank Rage. So making Jugs under this giant, but I think for this to work, he needs growth too. But he's not going to get it because this giant's dead. Yeah. That giant's dead, and he will not get the ghost. Wait, he will get the ghost. Yeah. The Spiriton was still in shield wall there. It was contesting tower.
Raids has the giant behind him, so he doesn't actually. He's not too worried about. I was thinking if he was going to send any archers forward for tower,
Oh,
but
snap.
he's not actually worried about it. He has the giant.
I think Ink's kind of screwed here. That archer count is just, oh my god. And that's the thing about like archers, they can just outmass deads so freaking easily. And when you lose a specific amount of deads as chaos, you can't stop the archers for
Dragon
anything.
archers, what do it, man? Ink actually needs more Medusa. I don't know. I think honestly the dead count just needed to be better.
I don't see why Rage is backing off. He could have forced that entire economy off the gold.
What? Maybe.
But then again, we're seeing a giant with growth 2 coming in against one with... Oh, okay. Rage does have growth 1 on his giant. And now it's Rage's turn to get the tower spawn. I'm not really sure if Ink can do this, though. Because, I mean, that archer count being that high, we're looking at a ton of damage on these tanks.
I think he honestly has to wait. He's trying to press in too early. I don't think he doesn't have the damage here. He's literally playing with 5 deads. He does not have the damage. The deads are the damage.
Meanwhile, Rage does. And making the spears underneath the giant is also a smart idea from Rage. I mean, look at this. This giant with growth 2 is eating so much damage here. Combined with the enslaved giant, it's insane. By themselves, the archers will struggle more, but just with the additional damage for that enslaved giant, it's just impossible for him to last. Those deads are... Yeah, those deads nearly ate that giant, though.
Chaos is just bad. I think Chaos is a very good empire, to be honest. Chaos was my main empire for a while, so I don't believe Chaos to be a bad empire at all.
It's not that Chaos is bad, it's just Ink kind of threw this game a couple of times. There were a few misplays where he overextended with his deads, and once they started getting picked off left and right, that's pretty much